without legs, no. Shorter stirrups and using the leg limit. She has a lovely position in the saddle. Now she is producing these transitions with her driving aids. Very good. Lovely canter. Good. Again, all transitions a little bit with shoulder for tendency. And the more you do this, the more easy it is at the end. The horse knows, okay, transition. At the end, you don't need your legs. Change the rein, right? Hand is quite look. And what I like to point out when you school your students, the main thing what students have to learn is to write proper transitions. And you can make so many bad mistakes in transitions. When you start to write a transition with your hands, then you are in the first second on the wrong track. For me, it starts with us as trainers. When we always talk about right from canter to trot, or write a transition between trot and walk, and use a lot of half balls, and the German word is parieren. You have to do something in the saddle. Then many riders, mainly the unexperienced one, but I think a lot of experienced one as well, they start the transition while they use the reins. And I think you can do a lot of wrong things on horseback which are not good. But the most worst thing you should do, or you can do, is to use the reins. Because when you start to use the reins, you work against the nature of the horse. Because each horse has always a feeling, I want to have freedom. I just want to run away. And this is feeling what the horse has to have each moment. When you ride piaffe on the spot, when you halt, when you ride transitions, you have to give the horse always a chance that it has a feeling, I could run away. This means, from the trainer's point of view, I never say, not very often say ride half halts. I always say, please, now she's in canter, start to trot the horse. Begin the trot, right into the trot. Because then the rider has another picture in his mind. The rider starts with driving aids. And this is for me very important, what we have to have in mind when we school our horses on this level, all levels, from 3 years to 30 years, old horses, that the rider realizes that he has to ride into the gate from canter to trot, from trot to walk, that he rides from trot to halt, into the halt. It is an active process and not a passive process where you use your reins. And this was very good, and I like it when a rider is doing this with one hand. But maybe you put both reins in one hand so that the rider realizes how much he is able to produce these kind of transitions with his position. Oh, and you do it again. And I had here in this clinic yesterday and the day before a very good rider. I judged her in Socrates last year. She won Prix St. George. I was judging this, and then she was in a clinic, USDF clinic, or conference in Florida, beginning of this year. It is Sharon
McCusker
with Wrigley. And what did we do? Thousands of transitions. Because, and at the end with one hand, because he was quite strong, and she said, oh Christoff, I have a problem, he's strong. So, and what did we? At the end with one hand transitions, and in the transitions to give both reins, so that she was She had to concentrate to use her body and not to use the reins and to think, oh, I should change a bit here, a little bit, and to make it here a little bit stronger, a little bit here and there. When you do this, it's not working. For me, it's a great horse. It's a great horse and rider combination, but transition is the key word. So, and now transition into canter again. Oh, you ride into trot again with your position. And this is something what you should school. And you see what we were just discussing when we said that Cindy, 6-year-old horse, is a lovely horse, but she has to be careful when she slows down, because then he's short in the neck. And this is a good example to do it with your position, not using the reins, but having both reins in one hand. Then the horse maintains the same silhouette and is absolutely fine in her mouth. Very good. Very good. And this is for me a way a trainer and an instructor has to ride. This is something you have to practice with your students' horses or with your own horses. And this is especially when you ride for a longer time having no help. When you ride with one hand and do movements with one hand, wow, then you're on the wrong track. And in judges' clinics, I often said, judging is very easy, very, very easy. It's much easier than to ride at a school. You have only to have in mind, is the rider able to ride the test, first level test of Prix d'Angeorge or Grand Prix with one hand? Is he able to do this? Does he need those reins to control the horse? The second thing is he able to ride the whole test, giving the reins? German word is überstreichen, giving rein and retaking the rein. And is he able to ride the horse in some movements and between the movements with a long rein? We have in Germany one test, and I like this test very much, and the Olympic judge Dieter Schüler and me, we had the idea to do this. We have one 6-year-old test. We have half pass left, then circle, long rein, and then half pass right. In between. Not at the end of the test, long rein. No, in between. That's it. And when you're able, as a trainer, to do this, then you are ready with your horse to ask for more, for collection, for half steps and so on. But when you don't have this under control, then I think then you don't have the basics under control. Very good.